I think actions and decisions can be observed in the spectrum of two objectives, whether they're performative or authentic. Performative being those that you do for the eyes, attention, and satisfaction of other people, and authentic being those that you do for yourself. For example, me taking a big responsibility at work because it's good optics and good for a potential promotion, quite performative. Me wanting to play Final Fantasy X, very, very authentic. Now there's something that I personally think people get wrong. It's that being performative is inherently bad, when really it's just an observation of objectives. It's just a fact. Like, let's say that you have a natural tendency to be rather mean, and you have to adopt certain performative actions and decisions to be a kinder person. Would you think that that's necessarily bad? Or inversely, if being authentic means that you're gonna be a menace to the people around you, would you say that it's a good thing? Then there's also the case of the same action starting off one side of the spectrum, but then over time shifting to the other side. The TV series The Bear actually explores this pretty well, where you can start doing something for the authentic love and joy of it, but then over time it becomes so performative to the point that you start dreading it. The opposite of that would probably be me, disliking that I had to meet extended family when I was younger because it took away my gaming time. But now I'm actually so damn thankful for it because I really do genuinely enjoy the times that I do get to hang with them. Well, with some of them. Anyway, I also think that our recent decisions and actions kind of determine a current state of balance. Meaning that if you happen to be doing a lot of performative stuff lately, then you're probably more performative leaning and it can have certain effects. My personal experience with having my balance being a little bit too performative is that I get hit by burnouts and existential crises and quarter-life, midlife crises, all these sort of crises. And maybe at its extreme, you might even turn into an American Psycho.
And though I can hide my cold gaze, and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there.
But it's not all rainbows on the other side either. If you're too authentic, people can end up not really liking you, and you kind of have to deal with the repercussions of that. I mean, there's a reason why some kids can be such assholes. It's because, well, they're often still very authentic. Okay, a bit of a side tangent, but I just want to say that even when you're an authentic asshole, you can still make some changes. Because when I was like a younger adult, I used to be very naive, ignorant, and nonchalant, and a lot of the things that I did would come off as tone deaf and inconsiderate. But then, after some friction and some stern talking from my friends, eventually I took up the decision to make some changes and do some performative actions so that I can be better. And I did it so often, all this mindfulness and thoughtfulness and everything, to the point that it kind of became second nature to me. I got used to it and it became an authentic part of me. So if you feel like you're an authentic asshole, just do know that it's never really too late to start your character development arc. Back to the topic. So what's the ideal balance? Well, I think it's different for everyone, and it's also like a lot of trial and error. It depends on your life circumstances and what your current priorities are and your goals are. Like, for example, if there's like this guy who wants to get some career promotion so that he can provide a better quality of living for his family, then he's bound to be more performative than the guy who's like retired and just wants to make the most out of whatever time he has left on earth. But yeah, I mean, changes happen quite often in our lives, and it's a constant rebalancing act between the performative and authentic sort of thing. And that's why I think it's important to have the awareness for it, because it can bring about a lot of mindfulness and thoughtfulness to the actions that you do, and also a lot of peace of mind. And also a lot of honesty. And I also think, you know how some of us can be victims of certain circumstances in life, which ends up leading to us not being too proud of the things that we have to do for certain performative results. I feel like having the awareness of this performative versus authentic sort of thing can kind of let you understand that it's a temporary means to an end, and save you a lot of sanity, because you know that these actions do not define you as a person. Okay, so let me wrap this up. The TLDR is that I think that there's merit in considering decisions and actions from a spectrum of whether it's performative or authentic. It can let you be more honest with yourself, build a habit to be more mindful and thoughtful before you act, and also build clarity for better general life navigation, and also get a better sense of self. Plus, you can also figure out your current balance and then from there troubleshoot certain life things such as burnouts or existential crises. So, the next time you're presented with a decision or an action, maybe you can ask yourself, where does this lie on the spectrum, and how would this affect your current balance? And maybe now you can also ask yourself, what does your current balance look like? And does your current balance provide any interesting insights? Thanks for listening to my app.